16. There are three legs to the stool. And so every business needs three big functional leaders. You need one person who's in charge of getting customers, acquisition. You need a second person who's in charge of delivery and getting those customers exactly what was promised. And then third, you need someone to run the internal operations of the business. Hey, this is everything we do to support the other two functions. So this is IT, legal, HR. These are the things that are required to keep you out of prison. And so you have to have contracts. You have to pay people on time. You have to have a CRM that collects all this information. And this one functions as a vendor to the other two heads. So think about this. That person should never be making the big decisions in the business. They should be supporting the decisions that allow us to get more customers or deliver on those customers better. Which, if you think about it, those three legs of the stool roll up to the only three things that you can do to increase enterprise value in a business. You can get more customers, you can make them worth more, get more customers acquisition, make them worth more delivery, and you can decrease risk in the business. And so that is where the operations comes in. If I know that everything's completely dialed, we have no massive risk that we're exposed to, and we can get as many customers as we don't or please, and our LTV continues to scale, that is a valuable business. And so it makes sense to have people who are in charge, one throat to choke, one chest to poke, who's in charge of that function. And in the beginning, you may be all three. But as you develop as the entrepreneur, you have to think, which of these three hats is more central to my best skill set? And then you can start finding the people who will complement you. And so I'll give you my rule of thumb here, is that if you're not learning from these people in the interview process about what they can do better than what you're doing, you need to hire better. Now, if you're early days and you don't have the cash to bring something like that in, then you got to learn a lot, and that's part of entrepreneurship. But at some point, you want the people that you bring in to be better at the thing than you, which, if you really think about it, means that every business pretty much trickles up to the same thing when taken to its natural extreme, which means you're going to have a head of acquisition who might have a sales director, a marketing director. You're going to have some sort of head of ops who's going to have IT, legal, HR, recruiting, all rolling up to them. And you're going to have some sort of customer delivery or product person who's going to have